great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pop. To throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, it's Hale. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Sweet cut there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get...
Could be an alley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And they just keep...
Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down for the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams. These linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught, and he's got room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short, and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Looking for a crease. It's Wiggins. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
No. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Under fire. Crosses the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Caught by Smith. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, SMU! Inside, it's Wiggins. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Punts it out of the air. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sideline.
There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Delay to the back. It's Wiggins. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so.
And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. The defense has been hanging on for dear life, figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Here's Lopez to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Making side adjustments here. Back to the ground with the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. That one comes out hot down the right side. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
grab behind the line. It's Singleton. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Lets it go to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lopez. The throw. Finds his man. It's Hernandez. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Lopez wants to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I'll tell you what, could have been a big play on the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, 4th down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He might want another play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Open on the right side. That's Smith. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He lofts one down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running to the left. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Lopez. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to... Offense changing the play. Handoff from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Green. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Pushes ahead. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
Right. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Pushes toward the goal line. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Demon Deacons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Working that left side. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Run in the red zone, it's Wiggins. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board. To the air, it's Jennings. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Might be changing the route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. With the catch, it's Hale. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running to the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Trying to run it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Mustang! With the draw, it's Wiggins. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Lopez to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Lopez got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And in this offense hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Lopez. Flushed out of the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Lopez to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ball game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw. Going deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now, Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Touchdown Mustangs! And the punishment has... Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Moving away from pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
To the air, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a